Hey guys, how's it going? Adam here from AtoZbodyfitness, and today we're going to go over how you can get glutes like Kim Kardashian. So Kim Kardashian, obviously everybody knows who she is. She's plastered all over social media. She had her own show and she was involved in some other videos that I'm sure you can think about if you really remember back on how she actually got famous in the first place. But aside from that, she is known for how big her butt is, right? A lot of people over the last, 5, 6, 7 years or so have basically been claiming that her glutes are natural, and whereas she's come back and said, no, they are. I haven't gotten any surgery. I haven't gotten any filler. And to be honest, my opinion, I think she did get something done. I don't know if she got implants done. As a matter of fact, I don't think she got implants done, but I do think that she did get some sort of fillers or she got some body sculpting done. There was something done, because if you go back and you look at her old pictures versus now, you can tell that it does have some sort of a shape to it that grew over time. A lot of people have a lot of skepticism about it, and a lot of people still say that she did get some work to it. But aside from that, we're gonna talk about how you can get glutes like Kim Kardashian if you actually put the right amount of work and the right amount of nutrition and time towards it. So first thing is, obviously, I already mentioned the surgery. Now, I wouldn't suggest to go do that. Obviously, my channel is all about like proper fitness, nutrition, putting in the time, doing the actual exercises properly, and making sure you're doing it consistently. So I wouldn't suggest to go that route, as you don't even need to go do those things in order to get the glutes that you want. You can actually do it through means of exercise. Of course, it's going to take a lot longer, but it's going to look a lot better, and it's not going to look so unproportioned, and you're going to feel better as well. So the next thing is obviously your nutrition. You need to make sure that you're eating the right amount of calories in order to ensure that you're going to be feeding the muscles they need in order to keep growing over time. When you work out, your muscle fibers tear. When they tear, and you do this in a repetitive process, they grow through sleep. Also having the right amount of protein daily, that's going to allow them to repair and then grow. When you put more muscle on over time and you supplement that with more calories, essentially more protein is what you want to have it with, but more calories, it'll cause your muscles to be able to hold the amount that it has and then continue to grow. If you don't supplement your muscles that are slowly growing over time, if you're consistently working out and doing your workouts properly, then they're not going to essentially grow. They're going to repair. You'll even get a bit stronger, but they're not going to get bigger. They're not going to essentially grow. They're not going to extend, right? So that's why it's important that you essentially have the right diet. You are eating at least your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you're slowly incorporating more calories over time as you put on more muscle throughout your means of working out over months and years, right? That's how you essentially do it. So again, make sure you're getting enough protein. Make sure you're incorporating more protein over time the more you work out, because that's going to be needed to help supplement the muscle growth and to help for repair and to help for growth over time. Exercises. Now, this is where a lot of people actually make the mistake as well, because they don't perform the exercises properly. And generally speaking, not for everybody, but generally speaking, and especially from my experience training people find it harder to activate their glutes. They're not good at contracting their glute muscles, right? They find it a little bit harder than other muscles, such as like your biceps or your chest, or whatever the case may be, as everybody's different. But it's a little bit harder for them to generally activate your glute muscles. So if you're not actually activating them properly when you're doing your workouts, if it's something like doing a squat, or if it's something like doing a lunge, or even if you're doing like a donkey kick, or you're doing glute bridges, right? If you're not contracting and you're not squeezing, then you're not going to essentially tear the fibers in and build the muscle. So it's imperative, and it's very important that you learn on how to get a good mind to muscle connection, as I preach in all my other videos, because if you don't engage them and tear the muscle fibers, they're not going to grow, right? You're going to get very, very minimal growth over time. Not nearly as much as what you could have if you kept doing it over months and over years. So the first thing I always tell people is, as you're exercising, okay, and it doesn't matter if you've been exercising for a long time or you just started out, focus on a good mind to muscle connection and try to engage the muscle as best as possible. If you are not feeling the muscle engaging, search up methods or look at methods like I've also said in my other videos on how to engage them and how to better get a mind to muscle connection. Such as basically if you're doing a squat, you want to imagine you're trying to press through the floor when you're coming up, and as you're going down, you want to put most of the pressure through the ball of the foot and the heel. Your foot is flat, but a lot of the pressure is going through the ball of the foot and the heel, because that's going to help you engage your quads and your glutes and your hamstrings a lot more as well. So tips like that are really going to help you to engage your muscles over time. And the more you do it, the more you get better at understanding your body and learning how to engage those muscles as well. So it's the same thing for the glutes. So you have to really get good at doing that. You can check out some of my other videos as I go through those methods a lot more. I explain it into more detail on how to activate your muscles a lot better, which will allow you to get a much better workout and more results down the line. And again, this is provided you're eating healthy as well, because they go hand in hand with each other. All right, now with that being said, it wouldn't really be a true video on how to build glutes or how to build a booty like Kim K if I didn't show you some exercises, obviously, right? So these exercises I'm going to show you, they're actually going to be very simple. You can do them in the comfort of your own home, provided one might be a little bit harder to do if you don't have a bench. I'm going to do it on 2 chairs. I'm going to show you what I mean. It's just essentially glute bridges. It's a bit harder to do without the bench, but you can still manage and still get it done whether you're on the floor or whether you're on chairs like I'm going to show you soon as well. Now, again, keep in mind when you're doing these exercises, like I stated earlier, you want to make sure that you're doing them properly. You want to engage the muscle as best as possible, and you want to make sure that you're getting the best contraction. You're controlling your tempo, which is your speed, and you want to go through each and every rep controlling it the best that you can, okay? Contract and squeeze, and you'll find when you do that, it's going to be a lot harder and you're going to be able to engage it a lot more. You keep doing this over time with whatever body part you're doing, and you're going to get better at controlling the muscle and building more lean tissue, building more muscle over time. So we're going to go through 5 different exercises, okay? And the way it's going to work is, as I've even said in all my other videos, I do 15 reps or more, right? The first generally 2 to 4 reps, I go with a 4 and 4 or 3 and 3 tempo. So 3 seconds one way and then 3 seconds the other. I slow it down because that causes the exercise to be harder. It pushes a lot more blood into the muscle, and it causes the contraction to be able to be a lot harder as well, providing you're contracting properly. And it sets you up for the remaining reps in that set to be harder, right? It puts a lot more force on the muscle, causes more muscle fiber tearing, which is what you want over time. So that's why I go a little bit slower in the first few repetitions of each set, so that it makes it harder, causes more muscle fiber tearing over time, increases more growth. And this is all in a compounding factor. With the more that you do it, the more results you'll see down the road. It's not like a 1 week, 2 week, 1 month, 2 month. It's like every 6 month type of thing, right? You need to give yourself time to be able to see the results. Consistently doing this every day or every 5 days or every 3 days or every whatever your schedule routine is, right? So you need to do that while creating progressive overload, making it harder every month or every month and a half or so, and keep applying these rules in order to see better growth over time. So I'm gonna do 1 set, but for a proper program and something good to stand by and to go by, you should be doing 3 sets with 15 reps plus every exercise, okay? And we're gonna be doing 5 different exercises, so you wanna make sure you're doing the same thing for each one. And again, make sure you're going slow in the beginning and then continue to go at a regular tempo of 2 and 2 after, just like I'm gonna show you right now. All right, guys, let's get to it. All right guys, that's the end of the video. Remember, when you're doing these exercises, make sure to contract the muscle as much as possible. Get good, really getting a good mind to muscle connection. Really try and squeeze out the muscle for what it can do. And that'll help you build more lean tissue over time, as you'll tear more fibers, as you'll see better results that way. It takes time, you might not get it right away. Some people get it faster than others. Just keep at it, you'll eventually get better. Keep focusing on how to engage the muscle better, and you'll see better muscle growth over time. All right guys, if you liked what you saw, comment, like, subscribe, share, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys in the next video.